have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And a year ago when he was drafted, it felt like central casting. Bo Nix coming to the NFL ready to roll, and he surpassed all expectations a season ago and threw for nearly 30 touchdown passes as a rookie. Fell just short with 29, but a huge piece of his team's future.
A short throw to Ingram. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
That's straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a second down and 6. On play action, here's Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
A short throw to Ingram.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's second and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. He targets Ingram for another grab. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Off the play fake, Nix. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now a second and 10. To throw is Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So from the 17, here's second and 7. Throwing Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game, then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score. Broncos 7.
A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And able to get this out to the 25. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And he's coming off of an injury-shortened season where he only played in 8 games, but he's hoping to get back to an all-pro level that he played at a year before. Now, with new weapons in town, he and his team believe they can go deep in the playoffs and have a major impact.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now they'll fake the give here on the end around and look to throw. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. He's got it complete to Tolbert. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Cowboys first down. A gain of 15. And a Cowboy first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now Prescott. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Second and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Throwing, Prescott.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Here's Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
George Pickens.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. But down here, I thought they were going to hand that off. Instead, a well-designed play and the pitch and catch for the touchdown.
And I wonder who came up with it. Was it a call from the bench? Did the quarterback have a good idea and suggest it? In any event, clearly an effective play call. They saw something they liked in coverage, and they targeted it for the short yardage throw.
And the perfect way to cap their opening drive.
Review the play. The ruling on the field stands.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They'll go play action with Nix.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
3rd and 3. To throw, here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Tackled on the play by Kyer Elam.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7.
Here's 2nd and 10. Nix to the air.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Now it's Nix.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Franklin. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Nix. Now he's going to step up and run.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he's got it. Now the Broncos are going to call the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Stop before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Prescott now. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
That is caught. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Able to hit his target lane. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Pickens on the slant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Williams again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Three tight ends up front here, third and goal. To throw is Prescott. Touchdown! Luke Schoonmaker from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Nick's going to give to Harvey.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for Broncos. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
He's going to air one out.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
My, maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter. It's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. This one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
Harvey now on 1st and 10.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the
Call
play.
it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 22-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to Mims.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Still second down.
Back to throw. Nix. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. but that's great work with the ball in the air, never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on the big offensive line.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Play action now, Prescott. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott to throw.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
And 11 at the 19-yard line.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
Here's Prescott. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Aubrey now for the point after.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Gets past one man.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
So the Broncos now down 21-13, just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning.
To throw is Nix.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harvey. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing Nix. Able to find Mims. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw.
Setting up a screen for Harvey.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
They'll look to throw. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Kenneth Murray on the coverage.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 4.
An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6.
He's back to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point.
They'll try and run it in. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
So now, after the clutch field goal, he's back out there to boot it away in what's now a tie ball game. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Still first down.
Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. Here's Dak. He's got Pickens complete.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. A gain of 10 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here comes 2nd down and 5. Prescott. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Cowboy first down.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. To throw, Prescott. He finds Pickens over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
First down, Dallas.
Here's 1st and 10.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Cowboys field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very